main thing today would be big old sycamore. It's a fat one. Yeah. Okay, so here's what's going on. You can see this maple here hanging really super low. It's just overgrown, and then the stuff out like over the house is now starting to grow down, stressed. We're just gonna pull some end weight out to lift the canopy, maybe some center cleaning, deadwooding, and allow the sun and stuff through. So, but the main thing today would be this big old sycamore. It's a fat one. I bet you that's 5 foot across there at DBH, which is depth at breast height, which would be right there. People try to measure their stumps way down here a lot of times, but actually it gets fatter at breast height than it does at the base. Normally it's the opposite. But yeah, look at all the growth out over the house, to where it's fighting this tree and actually forcing it to grow out over the house and get all funky. So same thing around over on the front of it, and then the side has been butchered by the electric company. I guess it would be shade tree. You can see the tree over there that's flat on the side now, but yeah, you can see all where they just left stubs and it just turned into a sprout fest, and now has a bunch of limbs that are no good and they just grow down, cause unnecessary stress to the main leads. So I'll walk over here on this side and I'll show you. We can kind of see a little better. Yeah, there we go. So you can kind of see how open it is. They've butchered so much of this stuff that they've killed a bunch of this entire area. So I want to kind of fix this, do what I can, eliminate a lot of these limbs that they keep repeatedly coming back and trimming on, and so that they stop trimming on his tree, because they're doing it at the worst times. At the beginning, it's like spring, and it's just crazy. They don't, but I understand, you know, they're clearance over appearance. They just want to give you electric. So some stuff out over the house, just some silly stuff that shouldn't even be there. So a lot of that stuff we want to get off. We want to thin the center, we want to deadwood, and just in general clean the tree up, take some stress out of it, and lift the canopy so we can allow the like main purpose for like all this, really, other than just getting it off the house and, like, you know, taking away the dangerous stuff. The main thing would be to get some sunlight into her pool. She's got a pool right here. So there's another big tree out over there. We'll take some stuff out, we'll clean on this, so maybe even clean on that one just to help out. There's a cedar back behind it right in here. We can sneak it between all them trees somewhere and out towards the creek down there. But there's a big tree in the back that we're gonna just knock the whole top out of, so the sunlight can get through to the pool. So I'll show you that stuff as we go, but right now I'm just gonna clip and prune and use the pole saw. So. Okay, here's that cedar I was talking about. Cedar's always got these stupid cracks in it, but it looks to be solid on the back side. Nope, there's another one of the seams. I got a feeling it's hollow, because of stuff like that. Shoot. So if you look at the gnarly backling. It's way back over here. It's crazy. Damn it. And it's back into that oak there. We're on a hillside here, so there's nowhere for it to go without smashing into other stuff, or you got to piece it out and climb it. Or there's one spot, and I get back on top of the hill here to kind of show you the path. It is right through there on the back side of that tree, on the back side of this tree, right through here. It'll brush that and swing it down. That's the only spot I can see. So I don't know if you could hear Dave over there running the tree jack. There's a rope up in it. We got her cinched down. It's gonna pop off there here in a second. Huh? It's gonna pop off there. It's gonna loosen if you keep going for a second. If it gets tight, let me know and we'll just hold. So I needed to sneak through here on the back side of that tree there, through this hole, without catching up in those oaks. We're starting to gain command right now. You can really see it move from Dave full. That's pretty tight, ain't it? Yeah. All right, hold. Okay. So let me show you how we actually set that up. Here's our rope. You can see it runs through the woods here. And we have a block anchored over to there. Now I didn't want to be all the way over here, so a long strap and it being redirected over this way will pull that strap out and give us this outside like location where it's a little more to the side and like down the side of that tree. I know it's hard to see. Down the side of that tree there. So I think we're good. But then Dave is right back over there with the tree jack. He's got her tightened up. So now I'm gonna go put a good notch in it, get it pointed in the right direction, and just as a favor, I'm gonna take, if this cedar log has any solidness to it, I'm sure it does somewhere in it, we're gonna make a name log for the people. It'll just be a blank sheet, and then they can go buy the letters and bolt on whatever it is they want, home, welcome, or their last name, whatever it is. So we put you guys somewhere here. So I chose to go higher because it's so tall. I don't know that it's for sure going to fit in that area, and I want to avoid getting stuck in the top of that tree. So if you look at it from down here, we're about shoulder height where I'll be standing, because standing on top of the hill, I'm underneath a bunch of stuff that I don't want to be. Standing over here, I can make my cut, probably get away, and he could send it. Now if you notice, this looks like a Dutchman, but we have all this, see that flat back there? That is to allow for hinge, because we need a bunch of fold before it breaks off, and cedar breaks. It's just the way it is. So this gives more flex room, the height of that back strap. And as it's coming over, I want it to turn. I want it to go and turn. So this is going to allow it to come off the butt and turn a little. That's the game plan. So I'm just going to set you guys up somewhere, and we're going to get to it.
when I try to make my back cut, get away, bring it over. You got some good tension already. If you start to come, and I'll go to walk away, and I'll give you a shift. So, branches swung just enough. Hey, that worked. So now it is out of the little maple you guys ran right there. Now I'll show you from back here how this all went. Now, if you notice, right there, we didn't break any of the limbs. Everything's still there. It went over, it kicked to the side, and then the butt dropped that way and swung it over. After the, because I left it so it came over, swung this way a little bit. Then when it dropped off the butt, it shot the butt that way to stop that turn. Because after it pinched shut, it can, you know, break off. So I'll show you my notch. Look how much flex. You get no flex. Yeah, check this out. You normally, I never get any flex. You get broken shards, it breaks. This tree was pretty much dead and I still got flex because of that tall back strap. That allows for flex, where if it was just, you know, solid wood back there, that wood would break and crack. So if you look at it, we actually, this stuff is harder than a woodpecker's lip, but look at the flex we got in it. It's all curled. You never end up with a hinge on cedar. Yeah, look at the curl that we got there on that back strap. Look at that flex. That was perfect. So yeah, and it's way more solid than I thought. I can definitely get them a name log out of that, and then they'll have this log too. So we're gonna dice this up, and yeah, I got the sycamore. We'll film here in a little bit and do some rigging.